I want you to look at this skull. So you have two options. Either someone built this or no one did. 22 bones come together to form a coherent structure. There's space for your eyeballs, openings for your nostrils so you can breathe. The bones are connected to each other with sutures. There's symmetry. The orbits for your bones are aligned neatly. The orbits for your bones, the orbits for your eyes are aligned neatly. Your teeth are arranged next to each other. This is so clearly the work of a mind, and a mind far greater than our own. But if you refuse to see what is right in front of you, that God made you, then let's do the maths. What's the probability of blind processes arranging the bones of your skull? I'm sure you believe in maths, right? So let's ask ChatGPT to do the maths, shall we? Since both you and I likely suck at it. So I asked ChatGPT, how many different ways can you arrange 22 objects, right? There's 22 bones of the skull. If all 22 objects are distinct, the number of different arrangements is 22 exclamation mark, which is blah, 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 blah. This is about 1.1 sextillion different arrangements. If each trial was 1 second, how long would it take to get the correct arrangement? If you tried one arrangement every second, the time required would be 35.6 trillion years. So trying every arrangement at 1 per second would take 2,600 times the current age of the universe. Like the bones of the skull. That's a different kind of problem than arranging 22 objects in a line. The bones of the skull are not just permuted. They must also have the correct 3D shape, be in the correct position relative to each other, have the correct orientation, fit together with remarkable precision at the sutures, develop in the correct sequence during embryonic growth, be connected by ligaments, muscles, nerves, and blood vessels. If you imagine taking 22 skull bones apart and then trying to reassemble them by randomly placing and rotating each one in space, the number of possible configurations would be vastly, vastly larger than 22 exclamation mark. Why? Because each bone doesn't just have one position. It has infinitely many possible locations in 3D space, infinitely many possible orientations, and the position of all the bones must satisfy many geometric constraints simultaneously. In mathematics, the set of all possible placements of one rigid object in 3D has 6 degrees of freedom, 3 for position and 3 for rotation. For 22 bones, that's 132 degrees of freedom before considering all the constraints between them. So the search space is not merely 35 trillion years at 1 try per second, it's effectively continuous and astronomically larger. So tell me again why you think blind processes just by mistake put together a skull. All right, you do you.